Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Blueprints. This is episode 13. So the last episode was a big one. We rolled credits on Blueprints. We reached room 46, and what was in there? I guess we still don't really know. All we saw was this blue crown, which I assume is the crown that was stolen by our mother. But we didn't actually get to explore it or look at anything in the room. All we got was a cutscene. So I'm actually quite intrigued to get back there a second time and see if the second time around you get to actually look around and pick up some items. And I guess that's one of our new objectives that we have. But obviously, and as you all knew already, we're far from done. This is not the end of the game. We still have a big list of things that we want to achieve, mysteries to solve, puzzles to figure out. And so the playthrough keeps going, and it'll be interesting to see what new things come up now that we've kind of accomplished our main objective. So as always, thank you so much for joining me today. Without any further ado, let's jump right back in. Here's the regular music. We had the new music just the one time on day 41, but now we're back to regular music and back to counting the days also. And the trophy is gone. Oh, I guess because I picked it up. Huh. So it's day 42. First day of the rest of our lives. So this is now a new letter. I still haven't got a chance to look at the stamp with the magnifying glass. That's something I want to do. Yeah, the microchip is a permanent change, so we don't have to pick it up and go place it every day. Now, one thing, let's see. We can go down into the basement from this staircase now. But then we're going to be on the other side of the lake, right? So one thing I want to try today is, in the previous episode, we found this sigil in the secret garden. And I think it's the correct sigil for the sanctum room that we opened in the inner sanctum. So I want to try and go there, input the right symbols, and see maybe something happens. More likely, you need to input the right sigil in all 8 rooms, but that's only a guess on my part. I don't actually know. So let me just go down there just to see, because I know where it leads, but I just need to mentally visualize it properly. So now this is open, and we end up right on the other side where the boat is. But this is now filled with water. And then this leads into the abandoned mine. Okay, there's just an upgrade disc here. Thanks for that. This symbol, this is not the symbol we're looking for. My question is, if you don't draft... Oh, it closes the door. I was gonna say, if you don't draft the tomb, then how do you get out of it if it hasn't been drafted? And the answer is they just close the door on you. So that answers that. I guess we got a disc, so that's nice. Yeah, the interesting thing about the basement is there's all these different ways to get into it. So I'm sure everyone, every player will have kind of a different way they use to get there. For me, I don't know, I kind of used a bunch of different paths, but I guess mostly I used the power hammer, got into the basement, but I had already reached the sanctum at this point. I'd reached it by using the boat, I think. I don't know, I think it's very interesting how there's many different ways to get there. It's not one singular way, and I think that's a good design choice. It gives players a few more chances to get there by having multiple ways, and it makes each player's journey a little bit more unique. I'll have to pick up these coins and do something with them eventually. Okay, let's get to the Sanctum via the usual path then. See if entering that sigil actually does anything, because I do think it's the right sigil. But we'll have to try to know for sure. This path also opens now. So that means I can just start right from there. But then you'd be skipping all these first rows, which sounds kind of bad. This always starts in this position where you can just get in there. See, you could push this card back all the way there. And then you could go from the fountain to the Sanctum directly. Or you can push it there, and then you can get from that tunnel all the way here into the Sanctum. So you have like two different paths, depending on where you place the cart. Yeah, last episode was really exciting. It was so much fun. Feeling myself getting closer and closer to the goal, and then like I was so scared that something was gonna go wrong, and like I would mess it up. And oh look, it's Ovin Nevare, which is what my uncle told me in the letter. Also, I do believe, I think I said that already, but I think each door corresponds to one of these symbols, right? So we have to find 8 Sanctum keys in total. And so for this one, if I'm not mistaken, it matches the sigil that we found in the secret garden, because it's that symbol at the center. Now, if we look at the other things on this sigil and look at the book, you have the core, which is at the center. You've got the divining lines, which are the rays. You have the motes, which are these little things, and then the border. So this symbol is for Orinda Ares, which each core is like for a different realm. But there's 8 doors. And in the book, we only see 5 realms. So I wonder what that means. Now, the rays are for the transportation. And the one that this one has is the 3, which means a train system. So locomotion. I guess I'm going to write this down. So the style of ray tells you the weather, which in this case it's foggy or misty weather, indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Yes. And then the motes are like these little like rectangle things. So it's metropolitan. Large city-state with a dense urban and populous center. And then the border is black because it's large dots and then small dots. Now, they're giving us this one sigil in the secret garden, and I haven't really seen any other ones, I think. So maybe they give you one example and then you have to deduce the other ones based on like information you find in the world? Or am I gonna find a sigil like just out in the mansion? They correspond to a national color. So in one of the classrooms, we found that colors were associated with specific symbols. And I guess each symbol would be like one of the nations. That's one of the earliest information I found before I even knew what this was for. So I guess all it would tell us is which border these realms have. And this sigil is the same you see in the candle room that we just saw, the one that had the disc in it. So why? And then it says putting it all together, and it shows you one. Like it shows you, I guess, Fen Ares. Yeah, it gives you one. It gives you Fen Ares, the Grand Realm. So you have road, carriage. It's also foggy, militaristic, and the banner is red. So if we match those with DN4 in the book, we get to see, well, I mean, we see it right there. That's the sigil. Actually, we did see part of a sigil in the Lost and Found room, right? We saw this piece, which told us at least the type of ray, the moat, and the border. We didn't see what was at the core, but like maybe we can deduct it based on other information we find. So in my notes from way back then, I had noted that for the flags, orange was for the arrow. Now, what does it mean, the arrow? Korarica, I guess, was the arrow. Okay, I don't actually have screenshots of the exam in the classroom, but that's in grade 1. We can find it again easily. I just want to make sure that my answers are the correct one, and like just see the symbols again so I know what it is before inputting the wrong answer. But anyways, so this is Orenda Aries, this is Fen Aries, this is Arch Aries, this is Eraja, this is Korarica. This one is not in the book. That's one that's not in there. Neither is this one. Or this one. So these last 3, we don't have the information in the book, which means we'll have to find it elsewhere. But let's see what happens if you actually input the correct symbols in one of the rooms. Like, do you get something? So for this, we want... Actually, the Fen Aries symbol that they show you in the book as an example is the same one that's on the passports. So we get to see it there too. Alright, so... But like, this feels like one of the much larger mysteries, but what does it lead to is the question I have. Like, what is this all about? Oh, it changes the outside too. This is gonna be trickier than I thought. So this has to be this symbol. Like this. And then and what happens if you press the button? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there is more to this room. Oh, there's the other stamps. I was like, where are all these other stamps? Mount Holly Estate in care of Anne Babbage, Reddington, Fen Aries. 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. I can feel this is gonna go much deeper than I thought. Like, we have numbers here, this may be relevant. I wish I could take a closer look at this, but I'll have to come back with the magnifying glass. Black Bridge again. Hotel and spa. So it shows us three something. This picture, it's the angel with the chimney cleaning thing. It says Reddington, so I guess this is connected to Fen Aries. Take like a screenshot of all of this. It has the black flags. And then this thing. Huh. And then, oh, it's gonna be an allowance. Marajai box, the Orinda Aries variation. Oh, this one explains the rules to you. Due to the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Orinda Aries sigil that were destroyed after the war, Murajai puzzle boxes featuring the infamous black symbol are among the rarest and most valuable collectors can acquire. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right, as if on train rails. The entire row shifts to the right. Okay, so if we find all of these, eventually we'll learn the rules of all the entire row. So you don't want green, you want black. Wait, the entire row shifts to the right. But then how can I get this one up higher? Like, when they always stay in the center, how can I move them up or down? No, because the green act differently. What do the greens do? Do the green just flip? Do they just go like to the opposite? Seems like it just goes to the opposite. Okay, well then... if it's at the center, then it doesn't move. Here it doesn't move. Why doesn't it move? Oh, because it moves the opposite. But then how could it ever be at the center? This is the only one that can be in the center. No, because the yellow one acts a certain way too. Or does it? What does the yellow one do? Doesn't seem like the yellow does anything. I just don't know how I can move this one up there. Because the green only goes opposite. And then the yellow doesn't seem to do anything. So how can I move this up there? Like, there can only be a black at the center. Goes right, switch, goes up. Okay, so the yellow goes up, but then once it's at the top, it stays there. So the only thing it seems to do is go up. The green like flips across, and then black moves the row to the right. I need, let's see, I need yellow to be, let me use my brain. I need yellow to be down here with a black above it while there's a black there, so that it switches places with it on either side. Now how can I do that? I can just do this and then this to switch places. Then move this right. Doing this will bring it down. And then move this to the right. There we go. I really had to think about this one, but we did it. Making your boy think. Holy shit. Another allowance coin. And these are the black flags. No connection to Assassin's Creed. Aww. Very, very interesting. I'm getting a little glimpse of a much larger puzzle, but then once you open all 8 of these doors, you'd think there'd be like a central door, something that would open, but what does Ovin Nevare even mean? I don't know. And these Sanctum keys are rare. We only found the one. And it was in the vault. So I guess we want to open more of these vaults. I mean, there might be keys elsewhere too, but... I also don't know what this door is. I'm tempted to just reset the day, but... let's just do what we can with the steps we have left. I guess that's our next big, like, mysteries. Like, what's with these sigils and these realms and, like, this stuff that I thought was just kind of background lore, but turns out is, like, important to some of the puzzles, because it had to be, right? You can't have lore in a puzzle game that's not connected to the puzzles. It's kind of pointless otherwise. So with only 53 steps left for the day, let's actually start the day. I do have a disc, so we know we'll get to use that. I don't think I have an offering at the moment, so we could just start another offering. There's the shrine. So the last I did was 5 coins. Let's try 6 coins. It's the gardener. Okay. Can you use the disk in the computer of the server room? Probably. I mean, we're likely to find the computer anyways, and if we don't find any, I could just go back outside and use it there, so... I don't think I'm gonna bother. Let's just draft normally, like we would any other time. Let's start with the den. This is like actually my house now. I've properly inherited this place. This is my house. Let's do a little storeroom. And I have to also keep in mind, because we have a lot of objectives, I need to remember, find among the white trees under 2 stone. The white trees. Have we found white trees outside? You know what? This sentence has been bothering me, and I haven't really found anything in the house itself that... I think I'm gonna go back outside. Maybe... Have we seen the white trees? There are white trees over there. Find among the white trees under 2 stone. There might be like a buried floor plan. Right, the trees over there are white. That's probably what it is. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. These are the only white trees. Under 2 stones. But maybe I would need like a shovel. These 2 stones, maybe? They look kind of suspicious, but maybe I need... Yeah, I need a shovel. Among the white trees under 2 stones. Because, like, they're kind of apart from everything else. I think I need to come back here with a shovel. That must be what it is. It just kind of occurred to me. Because I thought it had to be... I thought it was more like a metaphor, you know, like something we would find in the house, like a painting with white trees or something. But then I was like, well, are there white trees outside? There are. Okay, but we need probably the shovel. It's got to be a buried floor plan. There's 1 courtyard. It's using a gem, but that's fine. I'm gonna use it just to reach all the way to the right. Locksmith, nursery, bedroom. Let's do bedroom. Save our gems. Car keys. Like you see the symbol in a bunch of places, right? The one that's on this box. But it's just the Mount Holly symbol, I guess, because it's holly. Holly leaves. So I don't think it necessarily means anything. This is the Baroness Oravey, who is my great-grandmother on my grandpa's side. I had like a better look at the family tree. Guest bedroom. Sure. Another gem. Parlor, hallway, boudoir. So now I could potentially, even if I don't find a way into the foundation, I can just go there from the fountain, which is an interesting option. Boudoir. I almost don't want to eat these apples yet, because what if we get an experiment that has to do with apples, and I'm not really down on steps that much at this point. But let's go from the entrance hall. I think we're gonna get better picks from there. Let's do pantry. Now I'm not like as worried about not reaching the foundation because I know I can go there from the basement at the cost of like quite a few steps, but you know. Walk-in closet, parlor. Let's do parlor. Let's see if I can solve this puzzle. And I'm still getting a lot of comments of people trying to help me with the puzzles and like, not the puzzles, but the riddles. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate like general strategy when they're like, well, try to think about it this way. Like if you try to explain a specific puzzle to me, by the time I get to the end of the comment, my brain just short circuits. There's something about reading it like in written form that's just, I can't do it. If someone was explaining it to me, then I would get it, but having to read it is just, it's just confusing. People saying like, oh, you need to read the rules again. It's like, I know the rules. I've read it a bunch of times. I know that like, it's... Anyways, I get it. Only one statement is false. Only one statement is true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. All right, one thing that people have said is like, just assume they're in one box and then work backward from there to try and like see if it makes sense with the statement. So let's say the gems are in the blue box. Then this would say the gems are in a box with a false statement. So this would be false, which means two statements are... Let's see. This would have to be false. Only one statement is false, so two are false. Wait, no, this can still be false. This one is really simple too, but it's some real true-false mindfuckery. Only one statement is false. Okay, if this is true, then this has to be false. And the other one would have to be true. So they would be in the white box. If this is true, this has to be false. And this has to be true. So they would be in the white box. If this is true, then these two would be false. It's false that only one statement is false. Yes. And then they would also be in the white box because they would not be in the box with a false statement. And if this is true, then I don't know. So then I feel like it has to be in the white box. Right? Yeah. I'm not sure if I solved this one correctly, but I mean, I guess right, so... I guess so? West Wing Hall, dark room. Let's do West Wing Hall. patio. Now, again, the interesting thing is I could just go in the foundation, in theory, or I could just get this one. I do have a lot of gems. Let's just get the patio. Plus, there's a gem in the patio. The rumpus room again. Oh, we could get a new prophecy. This could be nice. I want to try and get as many of these prophecies as I can. So let's do the rumpus room. Plus we get some money. What do you have for me, Alzara? You cryptic bastard. Because there has to be a finite amount of these prophecies, and eventually you'll have seen them all.
The image is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
Why are these videos so low
That
quality?
has served many generations, each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen
In the same chair?
by the great Alzara.
Each of these prophecies
Until the dawn
has
of
to
the
be
following
like,
day,
they have to contain a
I
clue about
have
something.
nothing more to say.
But here I don't really see what the clue might be. Is it about the painting of Herbert in the drawing room that led us to the safe? Or is it about the chair? Something about the chair? They're so cryptic. I don't know. I don't have access to the pump room, so no. Corridor? Commissary hallway into the foundation or courtyard. I'm still looking for the shovel. Shovel might be in the courtyard. Let's do courtyard. Nope. Metal detector. All these dig spots. Let's go to the right. Nook Chapel. Let's do Chapel, sure. This is a good place for a dead end, like the code check, which is currently empty, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Another courtyard or the library? Let's do courtyard because I want to find that shovel. Still no shovel. I know I'm kind of wasting steps. Like, you don't have to tell me that my drafting strategy is bad. I'm being reckless on purpose just because we started the day with fewer steps. And plus, now that I've achieved my main objective, I don't really care that much about failing the day because we're still going to achieve stuff regardless. So it doesn't really bother me as much anymore, even if we don't reach the top. Like, we're finding other stuff, so... Dining room? Oh, look, it's the lunchbox. Was it made of metal? Oh, it's like an old metal lunchbox. When you reach rank 5 today, you'll gain 10 steps. Nice. First locked door. And that was the only key I have. Courtyard will take us further left for another gem. This one I need to draft from a bedroom. This is a dead end, but will give us items, so I could buy the shovel. Let's get the one that allows us to continue. There's the sledgehammer, but no shovel. And a coin. Garage will give us 3 keys, and I desperately need those. So let's do that. I have the car key, but what does that do exactly? I don't think I ever took a screenshot of this thing. I guess that's all there is in the car, is just a little note. But I'm pretty sure I've read it before. It's about when my mom was taken to that, or not taken to that place, rather. Now we go all the way back east. There's my 10 steps. Locked door. A spare bedroom. A couple of dice. What's on these dice anyways? Like, what are these symbols? Never really stopped to think about it. Bedroom closet from a bedroom will have 2 extra items, so that's 4 items. Let's do that. Okay, but they're regular items, so they're stuff like a key, the coin purse, a dice. They're not special items, but it's still nice. Still nice to have. Of course, now that we're like in the post-ending content, there might be a lot of days where I don't really accomplish anything. Of course, there were already days like that, but I feel like the more we keep the playthrough going, the more we're gonna have days that don't really amount to anything, because sometimes you just don't get the right rooms to be able to progress in any of the mysteries that you're working on. So I really don't know how this playthrough is gonna go in the long term. Like, eventually I might have to just play this game on my own and drop an episode like every now and then, but it would still be so much editing. Like, I would have to just play and play and play and only record the days when I actually managed to do something. It would be a lot of editing work on my end. So I don't really know yet. I don't really know how the playthrough is going to go in the long term, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to solve like 100% of the mysteries. At some point, you probably need to be so lucky with the drafting that it might take me, you know, hours and hours before I actually achieve what I want. And so for now, I'm going to be keeping it to like an episode per week, as long as I feel like I'm making substantial progress. But if it slows down to the point where like I'm just kind of drafting and just playing the game without much happening, I'll think about maybe like changing the format of the playthrough. And like, a lot of people have said not to play this on stream after I suggested it. So that's probably not going to happen, but people mostly seemed worried that I would get spoiled, but I feel like all of you, like, you're pretty well behaved. You probably would not spoil anything in the chat. I think the people saying that is because their experience is maybe with bigger streamers that had like a lot of people watching at once. But for me, my streams, there's never really that many people watching anyway, so I doubt people would spoil stuff, but I don't know. It's always a risk, of course. Anytime you play something on YouTube. At this point, I'm ordering a book, but I think I've read every book. I think the remaining ones I need to buy. Yeah, Realm and Rune we've read. We've read all of these. I'm only missing one here and then a new clue. What I will do instead is I'm just going to keep reordering volume 5 of Drafting Strategy because it has some tiny text at the bottom of one of the pages that I would need the magnifying glass to read. So eventually we'll probably land on a day where we have the book and the magnifying glass and then I can read the stuff. Also, there's a box here. More dice. More coins. This is new. How have I never seen this room? The hell? Maybe this is something you can only get after you finish the game. Christopher Manson. Acrylic on oil and canvas. It's all red stuff. P? Thick. What are these pictures? Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice. Are we looking for titles? We're looking for the titles of these pictures, basically. Well, these are the infinite vices. No, they're the deadly sins. And then there's a picture of a shark, an infinity symbol with nails in it, and like a rug of, what is that, a monkey? And you're looking for the title of each of these? Actual objective. Very. Very. What? What the hell is this? Why am I only now getting this room? It's a rare. Is it really so rare that in 42 days I've never seen it? A small chamber dedicated to the exhibition of art, ideal for showcasing smaller series and collections. Before his passing, H.S. Sinclair personally selected the artwork that was displayed here each year, purposefully omitting the composition titles to leave the interpretations of each piece for the viewers themselves to realize. Yeah, I'm sure he did. The gallery. And then there's a chest. 2 chests. Thick. A hand flying in the air holding shackles. Thick. But then the K is not thick. And it's reflected in the pool. Okay, you have to write the right... And these are like riddles. I doubt I'll be able to solve these, but if I don't do it now, it might be another 40 days before I get the chance to do it. Well, these are all red items. So why is there a big P? A big P of red items. Apples, roses, stop signs. Twice. Red, twice, P. Is the picture really the only clue I get? I mean, it's mirrored. It's red, it's mirrored, and the apple... The red prince? Something about the color red? But why is the P? I was gonna say maybe it's red there. Like red twice but mirrored, but I don't... Also, you don't have access to any amount of letters. They're limited to like these few. Huh. So that does kind of narrow it down. You know it's not going to be something that starts with an R, because R is not an option. Interesting. It's stuff like this that really tests your integrity as a puzzle solver. Because, like, there's really nothing at all stopping you from just looking up the solution. I mean, that's true of most puzzle games, but especially a riddle as simple as this, you can just look up gallery solution, and then you'll find it, like, very easily. But then you're like, well, why am I playing this game? If I'm just going to look up the solution to a puzzle, what's even the point of playing a puzzle game? The goal, the whole fun of it is to figure it out for yourself. Of course, that can be very difficult to actually do. They're not like perfectly mirrored. They're only slightly mirrored. Why is there a P on the right? A giant P. Red things flying. Like, this could be so many things. It could be almost anything. So all the boxes are empty. It's the 7 deadly sins. And then an infinity symbol with nails and a shark? What? I would like at least like a clue. Because this could be... And they're all by Christopher Manson. Who the hell is Christopher Manson? I've never seen this name before. Just Deadly? Would it be just Deadly? D-E-A-D... No, that's too short. What's with this? Is that a monkey? Why is there a monkey rug? Actual objective. Genu? A bottle of Genu. Oh, genuine? Genuine? Like a play on a word. I have gotten a lot of comments of people saying that the puzzles get very difficult for someone if English is not your first language, which I've definitely struggled with that. Like, it took me a long time to figure out the gate thing. Like, I was lucky that I actually kind of knew what a gate was, but I feel like that's what these are going to be. It's like very much a play on the words, and like probably you need to know specific words, so it might be that I'm not even able to solve them. But I get the play on word here. It's genuine. Like genuine. And it's a field of eyes. It wouldn't be just genuine. That's too easy. Is it like a red herring? It would fit. Maybe? Herring? It does fit. Herring? I mean, it's not going to confirm to me until I've solved both, I guess, but... A red herring as in, like, it's distracting you from the actual objective by showing you all these other things, but, like, then... Why is there genuine? Very... Okay. I'm going to spend the whole episode in here. Would they... I don't think they would form, like, a full sentence. Six letters. It doesn't start with an R, so it's not red. Would it be like mirror? It's too simple. Because it is kind of mirrored, but... No. It's mirrored, but like with a P on the right. So like, why is there a P on the right? I'm fascinated by these pictures. Like there's so much going on. So you're like, shackles, holding the shackles while flying in the sky with a hand. What does that have to do with thick? And then it's like mirrored. It does give you the letters for that too, but that's so... It's not that. It's too... It wouldn't just be the word that's already on it. It has to be something else. Why is there like shackles? Thin? And then there's a lamp? What? What the fuck is this? Does this start with an S? Because it's the deadly sins. No S. Would it be like Pandora? Like the deadly sins came out of Pandora's box? No, there's no P. Deadly? All these things are like deadly? Deadly? No, it's not that. Deadliest, death, the deadly sins, the sinful, infinitely sinful. Why is there a shark? Because a shark is dangerous? Dangerous? Danger. I don't see myself being able to solve this, but if I don't, who knows when I'm gonna get another chance to do it. This one puzzles me, I think, the most out of all of them. I'm just gonna stand in this room for the whole fucking episode. I'm just fascinated by the fact that herring fits, but I don't know if that's actually the name. Would the name be something that represents the picture? Something that's present in the picture? It's like it's a title of an artwork, but it could be like anything. Upside down. But why are they all red things? It has to be something to do with the red. Crimson? Like upside down? Is it a P? Maybe it's like upside down too, and then it would be like a B? Whoever like came up with these pictures, they're very fascinating. So it says thick, except the K is not thick. And it's like a triangle. It almost looks like a face if you look at it from the side. But then why would there be like shackles? Prisoner? Like, is it prisoner or like freedom from what, grammar? I don't know. Why is only the K not thick? Then it's thin? Oh, think? Thin, like with a K, think? Is that... That's what it was? Okay, I guess we need to solve two. Okay, it's think. Okay. So, wait, why all this? Why the shackles and like the... Huh? Thin with a K, think? Like, I got it. Even I'm not sure what they meant by that. Okay, we got one. I'm gonna have to edit this together, but I've legitimately been sitting in this room for like 30 minutes, but it's fine. We're having fun. Okay, well then, let's see. 6 letters. It's red. It's all red stuff. Red stuff, mirrored, or like, was it? Would it be mirrored backward? But no, there's no mirror here. It's just mirrored. What's like what's a word for red that has a P in it? Or that you can flip? This P is what's throwing me off. Like, because if it was just the red stuff, you'd be like, oh, well, it's all red stuff. But it has to be a word, right? It can't be just nonsense. And there's no D. And there's no R, I think? There's no R, so it can't be redder. Ah, that would have made perfect sense, because redder, like something is redder, then it would have been like red mirrored, you know? It's redder than something else, but then why would there be a P? It's the P I don't get. Because if you mirror this thing, then it's just like a backwards 9? But no, it's clearly a P. It's not so much a 9 backward, it's just a P. Or maybe like a D? If you like flip it? Like dread? Maybe it's dread. But no, there's no D. It can be dread. See, because that would have been kind of a play on like the D and like red, like dread. Oh, but it's too short anyways. Like, it has to be about the fact that it's red. That's the only thing that these objects have in common, including the little chariot thing. Apples, roses, hydrants, stop signs. It's all red. And then you have other red objects, but it's mirrored. And then there's a P. Like a Q? But no, because a Q would not look like that mirrored. Herder? Wait, that doesn't mean anything. Herder? No, that's not a word. Huh? It's a red P. A red P. Red P? Is that a word? Red P? Peter? Peter? Oh, like maybe Peter, like the name? No, that's too short. Peter? And I'll come back to this one. Okay, this one was not herring, because if it was that, it would have done something. So, genuine. It's a veritable. Oh, veritable. That's a word, veritable. I mean, it's a word in French. Is it a word in English? Veritable. A genuine, veritable, actual objective. Why is it pointing to the sun? Like, is that the sun? Is that just the horizon? Let's see. Veritable, it means like it's true. So does genuine. Actual, objective. The truth? Is that too long? Because like the genuine truth, the veritable truth, the objective truth, the actual truth. But then why are there eyes? Truth is too long, right? It's all like about the truth. The truth is in the horizon. Eyes. Eyes everywhere. Oh, it's like truth is in the eye of the beholder. Is that? But beholder is too long. Or is it? Beholder? B-H-O-L. Oh, maybe it's like behold. Behold, because truth is in the eye of the beholder. That's kind of a stretch, though. Okay, it's not that. I thought maybe be... No, it's too short. The truth is in the eye of the beholder. Wait, for... it's like for all the eyes to see, right? That's a saying? Is there for all eyes to see. What's like a synonym for something that's genuine? The real article. Reality? Reality? Can't be that simple. Okay, reality actually fits, but it's not that. The scene to see the truth. The naked truth. Why is it pointing this way? Truth beyond the horizon. I don't know. We only found the one. I'm surprised I got this one. I've been sitting in this room for 45 minutes. I feel close. I feel close to all of them. It's not reality. It's not herring. Why are there a bunch of eyes? Genuine, veritable. It's all about something being real, being true. And then eyes? Visible? Everyone can see the truth. Instead of being invisible, you're visible. Oh, there's no S. It all point to... I'm going fucking crazy here, dude. I feel like I need a dictionary or something. What's a synonym for, like... It's an eyesore. An eyesore, that's what this is. And I wish I could solve at least like 2 of these so I can get what's in the box. And then maybe I can try and solve the other ones like next time. But I don't know when I'm gonna find this room again. It has to be that it only showed up because we finished the game, right? Because I can't believe we would have never seen it until now. But it's not like I'm gonna be smarter the next time, so... Riplety. Genuine, veritable, actual, objective, eyes, seeing. I don't know about this one. So it's mirrored. Like, this one is not actually mirrored, it's just upside down. This one is mirrored, but like this. And it's actually a B, right? The P becomes a B, so bread. B red. If we have red on the left, it's not der, it's just der. Be der. Derby. Derby? No, that's too short. Man, this will be such a riveting episode. I've been recording for like 2 hours. And I haven't even finished the first day. It's the fact that I got one of them. Like, because I got one of them, I'm like, oh, I can get all of them. But I haven't... I really don't feel... I feel close to these two. This one I haven't really thought about that much. This one, I feel like I figured out what it's trying to say. But like, what's a word for all of this? It's like about seeing, you know? It's about seeing the truth, seeing, looking, watching, analyzing, visualizing. Is it just like visualize, visuals, like genuine, veritable, visual eyes. Am I looking for what fits with the eyes themselves? I could also just look through, I could write down the letters available and then just try to see through like the matrix. Just try to see a word through the options I have, but I don't feel like that would really help me. Maybe it's like reality. You're seeing what's real. But that's what I had earlier, right? Reality. I'm seeing I'm seeing no progress. Witnessing. Witness? Witness. No. Could have been like witnessing. No. Let's take a look at this one. Sharks. Infinity. Or 8. And it's sideways. I feel like it's probably infinity, but it's also 8. Nails. Deadly sins. The height of an animal. It's in a room. A room with a painting. There's a door. There's boxes. Was there a room with an 8 in it? Genuine. Realize. Real eyes. Real eyes. There's no Z. There is a Z. Real eyes. Realize. Nice. Okay, I thought maybe you had to solve the same ones on one side to get the box, but it just gives you a box as soon as you solve 2. That's it? Just 2 gems. I thought there was going to be something really important in there, like a clue, like a sanctum key or something. I mean, I guess it's always going to be open if we find this room, so that's 2 gems. But okay, wait. Think? Realize? Maybe it's always like a verb. Think and realize and... What's like another word like that? Think, realize, understand, understand. Wait. U-N-D-E-R. No. Decipher. So like, why was there shackles on this one? Think? What does that have to do with? Because I guess you think, you free your mind. But it's not a brain, it's a hand. Your mind is shackled, and then by thinking, you free your mind, like Morpheus said. So you can think, you can realize. These probably follow a similar pattern. You ponder. I'm pondering, but no, that's the same as thinking. Ponder. Oh, I get P on. I was just kidding. I think I accidentally found it. Because it's pee on der because it's red. Flipped, it's der. It was actually, I was way overthinking this. The P is on der. You ponder, you think, you realize, and then it's gonna be something similar. It's gonna be like, well, let's see. It's there's a fin of a shark. The fin, the skin. Oh wait, the skin of an animal, the fin of a shark, the sins. These all rhyme, okay? What about the infinity? And the nails. Oh, pins? Pins, skin, fin, sins. What about infinity? Infinity or an 8? Synonyms. But that's not a verb. But these are like all verbs. Ponder, realize, think. But it might rhyme with skin, fin, sin. It has to be that it rhymes. But then what about the infinity? Like that doesn't rhyme. So am I just like making shit up? It can't be a coincidence that sin and skin and fin and pin, these all rhyme. What do you call words that rhyme? But no, it's a verb. It has to be a verb, just like the others. Imagine. Imagine. Use your imagination. It rhymes with in. Imagine. No, it's too short. It's too short, right? Ah, I thought I was on something. Imagine. Ooh, I'm so close now. I can't leave here without actually finding it because I have 3 out of 4. So I have to get the last one. It's like reiterating. Reiterate. No. Like maybe they're in order. This is the shortest one. And then this is longer, this is longer, this is the longest. So it's like first you think, then you ponder, then you realize, and then you achieve. You interpret. Think, ponder, realize. What am I doing right now? Reflecting? I just don't get this symbol. This one symbol is the thing that like stands out here. Like you're saying what there's an infinite number of rhymes? You redefine. Is that a thing? Redefine? Maybe? Redefine? No? Ah. It would have fit redefine, but it doesn't rhyme. Would it have to rhyme? You know what? I'm actually missing the 8th room. I wonder if the 8 is like a clue. Like maybe it's related to the 8th room, but it's the one room I don't have. Holy shit, I've legitimately been in this room for a full hour. I need to do something else. Like, I only have so much time to record today, and I don't want the whole episode to just be this room, and I've legit been here for an hour, so like, it sucks. I feel so close. I feel close to finding it. I did get 3 out of 4, but I guess I'm gonna keep thinking about it. I'm gonna keep looking at this picture, and maybe like off screen it's gonna dawn on me. I mean, we have screenshots of all of them, so think, ponder, realize something else, but I don't know. I have to give up for now. If you have exactly 2 rooms, but I don't. You know, if nothing else, I kind of want to just go buy the shovel so I can do the thing I wanted, which is go outside and find the thing hiding under the white trees. So let me just get the shovel. And I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Because I wanna start fresh. God, this place. I spent way too much time in that room. This episode's gonna be nothing but me like thinking. Why did I come in here? Now I'm lost. I had to go through the courtyard. I'm gonna waste all my steps. Maybe I can find a turnip. Hey, exactly what I needed. I should have enough to at least take me to the trees. Some pebbles. An unremarkable Dwayne Johnson. It's getting late out there. Because I spent all my time in the gallery. Let me see if my hunch is right and the thing is hiding under the white trees. These are the only white trees you see in this whole area, so it has to be that. And there's two stones like nicely apart from everything else, so I'm pretty sure I'm right. Under two rocks. Yep. The conservatory. Ooh, adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Hell yeah. That sounds really useful, and it might actually allow me to fix my mistake. Well, not my mistake, but what I did with the wrench, where I kind of made things harder on myself. Let's just call it a day, because I'd rather just start fresh, because I used up all my brain power in the gallery. I need to start fresh. It's a beautiful garden villa. Alright, let's do at least one more day. Because once I edit out all the silence of the gallery, I'm probably gonna have like 20 minutes of footage. Day 43. Ah, shit, I forgot to use the disc. I knew I was forgetting something. Would it? No, it wouldn't always be in that room, right? That's fine, we'll find other discs in the future. It's not a big deal, don't scream at me. It's a simple mistake. We'll find other discs in the future. I do like the hovel. Some people are like confused by my love for the hovel. There's a box there. I think the hovel's really useful. I think it's easier to get steps than it is to get gems. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get gems, but I feel like steps are even easier to get. It's one less thing to worry about, you know? Let's do hallway. Oh, there it is already. The conservatory. Well, we've never seen it, so let's do it. I want to see what the deal is. It's a beautiful room. Makes for a nice little... Oh, there's a rook in here. A dig spot. It counts as a green room. Drafting locations. West wing only. Garage, west wing hall. Oh. So you only get the ladyship's chamber in the west wing. So that one time I was trying to get it, I would have never gotten it. The conservatory is only draftable in a corner, and the bookshop is only draftable from the library, yeah. This one I knew, it was written somewhere. Master bedroom also only in the east wing. And it's only from south-facing doors. And there's a rook in here. A bunch of books. You will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Can be reset in this room. Okay, so I can change all 3 of these. This one is standard. It's not the worst red room, but I would rather it be, I guess, unusual. You can get items in it, though. I guess standard is fine. I wouldn't want it to be like super rare. Well, you do get items in it, but only if you're sheltered. Otherwise, it's just a pointless dead end. But there are worse red rooms to get than this one. I guess standard is fine. Drafting studio is rare. I don't want this one to be rare. I would rather it be... It does cost 2. I think I would drop it down to unusual. Or I could make it more common, at least until I've added every floor plan to my pool, right? And then make it like more rare once it becomes more useless. Let's make it standard. And then the pantry is commonplace, and I feel like that's fine. Like, that's kind of what you want it to be. Yeah, that's fine. This is a very interesting room. I wish I got it earlier. I guess I could have gotten it as early as getting all the clues on the music sheets. Oh. It's a good reward. I do feel like it's a good reward for solving the music sheet thing, because getting to adjust the rarity of the rooms is huge. It's a big help in making the game less random and getting to control what happens. Let's do a courtyard since we're on the sides. We're gonna get a metal detector. But before we get too far up, I'm gonna go to the right and waste steps doing it, but that's fine. Let's do another courtyard. We're gonna eat through steps quickly, but hey, there's the shovel, so this is good. Did I need the shovel for anything else? Don't think so. I should actually wait before digging, because we might get an experiment. We could also buy some items in the commissary. So there's just never going to be another sale. It was like the one time and that's it. Magnifying glass. I definitely want that. In fact, I want all of these. I want all of these, but I'll come back for it. I guess I'll dig to get some coins. No, we'll just find coins just from... Oh! Well, look at that. If I was to dig, I might find more coins. I think I'm just gonna find some playing normally. Another courtyard. And that's a lot of courtyards. Let's do a chapel instead. But I won't walk inside. Let's do like the center room. I know I'm kind of all over the place. Another courtyard. Could do a guest bedroom. To get more steps. We'll find another coin. The car keys. Okay. The code check. The corridor will take us right through, but I'd like to keep this one for further up since it's always unlocked. This is kind of a waste here. Just do code check. It's a dead end out of the way. We don't have to go inside. I know I'm going back and forth too much. It's wasting step, but I'm sure I'll find a way to get more steps later. The nook. Oh, see, the pantry would give me +4. I could go buy my item. I wish it connected to the right instead. But it's fine. Oh, banana. You know, it's funny, I'm actually replaying Donkey Kong 64 right now, so I get to hear that voice line all the time. I'm not gonna dig, just in case I get an experiment about trash or something. I will buy the sleeping mask. And then I'll go back to the bedroom to get my extra steps. And then let's go back to the courtyard. Kind of took a lot of detours, but well. Got a key? Parlor is good. I don't need the gems, but it's always fun. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the black box is true. The black box is not empty. Picaro. Picaro. I wanted my girlfriend's assistance, but she's busy cooking dinner right now, so we'll have to do this one on our own. I don't really have time to think about this one, and I don't really need the gems today, so I'm just gonna pick one at random and... Okay, well... I don't have time. I don't have time to think about this, and I don't need to anyways, but... Nook, den, passageway... Let's do den. Just do spare room. This thing again. We're finding this thing like almost every run. Why couldn't it be the other way? Because I want this to get the 2 extra items. Alright, I'm still gonna do it. To get the 4 items. Gem, 2 keys, and a dice. That's not bad, but now if I want to go to the right, I'll have to go all the way around to the chapel. That's gonna cost me a lot of steps. True, I could just go outside through the fountain to get to the foundation. So let me get to the bedroom. More coins, more steps, thanks to the sleeping mask. So actually this is good. See, it's a hand pointing down, just like the picture of the woman on the painting in the attic. Her hand is also pointing down. I wonder if that means anything, like, I don't know. Green rooms do not cause gems to draft would be good. That's gonna stop costing us steps. And we have a lot of courtyards today. Let's do that. Let's do that. Plus we get a nice banana. Extra 3 steps. But now if I want to go right, I might need to go through the fountain. That might be the shortest path there. So the fountain is offering us like this nice little cheat now. In case the early parts of the house don't go well. Okay, I'm still gonna go through the right just in case we don't need to go outside. And at worst, it's like an extra. If you have exactly 2 green rooms, man, that's gonna be rare that this is gonna happen. But it counts as 2 bedrooms, so we would get a bunch of steps here. Then I could go outside through the foundation. But the foundation might have a security door, which is always a risk. But let's do this so that we get a lot of extra steps. Well, 10. I'm gonna have to actually take a break and go eat, and I'll keep recording after that because dinner's ready. Okay, this is the end, so now I go through the fountain. Well then, let me dig the spots here because I won't be back in this part of the house. We get another coin. I know I'm far from playing like the optimal way right now. I'm forgetting stuff. I'm going left and right. I'm wasting steps. It's all kind of messy, but it's because I don't know, I'm just trying to move forward, and I'm kind of in a hurry too. And I wasted so much time in the gallery. Like, I want to get some stuff done today. Oh, the disc is still here. I guess is there always a disc here? Also, I took the wrong turn. This is not where I want to go. I want to go through the tunnel. That's how I get to the basement door. It's not here. So it's not even the fountain. I don't know why I said the fountain. The fucking gliding when you start going really fast just cracks me up. Because sometimes it just stops playing the footstep sounds and you just feel like you're just gliding. This is how you get... I need to call the elevator. Oh, you need the key card? Well, see, you learn something new every day. Okay, you need to have the key card to call the elevator, so it's not a cheat. You can't always go through the basement to get to the foundation. Okay, well, I can still go use the disc in the server room, right? I can at least do that today. And then I'm just gonna go eat, and I'll do like an extra day after that. Look at me, I'm gliding. Woo. Man, where could that other microchip be? I really have no idea. There we go, insert disk. Good thing we've got this computer here. There can't be that many... Oh, there's actually quite a bit of rooms left for us to update. The storeroom. That's a very common one. You get to choose either 2 keys, 2 gems. Ah, that's so tricky, man. Because you need gems, but you also need the keys. I feel like you mostly get the storeroom early in the run, and you don't need the keys as often early. But then you need them later on. Or you can get $10. $10 is actually kind of a lot. There's not that many more things for me to buy other than like the... Well, there is quite a lot for me to buy. It's just that when you don't spend your money in a day, you don't get to use it later. Sometimes you can buy gems in the store, but sometimes you can't. And like there is a room specifically just for you to buy keys. But again, you need to draft it. Sometimes you don't draft it. So keys are like a little bit more rare, but then again, you can find keys on the ground. But you get the gems in the parlor, but you get the keys in the garage and in the billiard room. These are all useful. You do get the lockpick, you do get the kennel. There's quite a few ways to get around not having keys. I feel like there's fewer ways to get around gems unless you have the hovel. But you also get gems in the safes that you've opened. This is a really tricky choice. I feel like I tend to run out of gems more than keys, at least now. So I think I'm gonna go with the gems. But it's a really difficult choice. Alright, well, I drafted myself into a dead end, so we're gonna have to... I could put something in the code check. I could put, like... The problem with putting something in the code check is that you don't... Wait, what is this? Oh. I guess I could put that in the code check. The problem is, if you put something in the code check, then you don't find it elsewhere. But the code check is also very common. I guess I could put the magnifying glass in the code check, so I can get it again tomorrow. It's not like super rare. Let me put the magnifying glass in here. And then I'll call it a day. Short day. Short days, but now we know that we can't get into the foundation from anywhere, and in the future I will draft accordingly. I was working under a false assumption here, but now we know. So I'm gonna take a quick break, go eat dinner, and then I'll come back and record some more after that. But you won't even notice it because it's happening right now. Day 44. Let's do it. How much money we got now? 23. Alright, I want to get at least one more day in, and let's hope it's a good one. The tomb again. We could do the schoolhouse. We could do schoolhouse. I'm likely to get the magnifying glass again. We're gonna need a lot of gems though, but it will give me a chance to verify my information about the realms. I do wonder, would we get a disc every time we go in that room? Kind of want to go check, because we're 2 for 2 so far, so maybe it's always there, but that seems too easy. Okay, no disc this time. So there just happened to be a disc twice in a row. Alright. I'll take it. So if this is gonna be a school day, we're gonna need a lot of gems. Last time I went all the way to grade 7, I think. Starting with the parlor would be smart, but I'm gonna need to actually succeed this one. We can't fail it like we have the one before. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty, so now we have 2. There are 3 boxes in this room. Okay, well, this is true. I feel like because of the nature of this hint, it has to be in the black box, right? Like this has to be lying. Because typically when it mentions only one of the boxes as the hint, then that box is the one that has the gems. But I really can't fuck it up today. I really need these gems. So let me think through that carefully. Well, we don't have to wonder if this is true. We know this is true. If this is true, then this is false. But we know there's only gems in one. This is also true. This is also true, which means this is false. So they're in there. This one seemed like a little too easy compared to the ones we've seen recently, but it's not an exact science. Yeah. Because we know that only one box has the gems. We know that there's 3 boxes, so these 2 had to be true, so this one has to be false. Huh. Okay. Don't really want to be spending my gems on courtyards. I should do spare bedroom instead. I want to keep... There's another gem. I want to keep all my gems for classrooms, but sometimes it's about the layout. This is fine. We can lose money. That's no big deal. Let's see. Here's our first classroom. Or we can just get this, get another gem, and then draft a classroom somewhere else. The thing is, I need the magnifying glass. That's the whole reason why I delayed the classroom thing. Oh, that's what it meant. It has to be a south door. I thought it meant you have to go up to it, but no. You're not coming in through the south door. You come in from the north door, but to the south. You know what I'm saying? The next time you enter walk-in closet, you're gonna gain 3 gems. It could be today. This room costs nothing? Oh, this is one of the rare rooms that gives you the queen. But that's not really what I'm focused on today. I want to do the classroom thing. But what if I get a chance to get 3 more gems? The walk-in closet is kind of rare. Okay, I'm still gonna pick that one. Plus we get a key, just because it's kind of rare. Oh, it's this symbol again. This is the symbol for Eraja. Eraja. Her ladyship's diary is locked, so at some point we'll find the key for this diary, you would think. The bedroom closet. We're not coming in from a bedroom right now. We could either do our first classroom or get more keys. I only have the 1 key right now. If I'm going to be spending most of my doors on classrooms, I should get more keys, because as we go further up, we're going to get locked. So let me get the keys now, and hopefully I have enough gems for the others. But I need the code check, because I need the magnifying glass. This is one of those occasions where like I'm trying to do something very specific, so I hope I don't mess it up. I'm gonna go back, because I don't really worry about steps today. Sure. Because the book is going to be there. Now I just need the magnifying glass. But for that I need the code check. Okay, let's get that first classroom. Okay, grade 1 is just the... Okay, it's not just the colors. It is the symbols. So, in my notes, I said... The arrow is orange, and by the arrow I meant Korarika. Then the hourglass, purple, that's Eraja. That fits with her ladyship's chamber. There's a lot of purple in there. And then the mountain, that's yellow, that's Arch Aries. Alright, so that's fine. That's done. That confirms that information, unless I was wrong about the colors, but I'm pretty sure I was right. I would like something that goes down. I'm gonna redraw. This would give me an additional gem. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. I wish I could have gone down to do another dead end. But I gotta go for the double gem because I need them for the classroom. And I don't have the magnifying glass. See, if the code check was like a permanent... I guess that would have been too generous, but if the code check was like a permanent upgrade to, say, the entrance hall, you get a little box here, you get to put your item in there and then get it back later. That would have been so good, but I guess they didn't want to be that generous. And I can't reroll. Okay, well, let's do another classroom then. And hope I get my code check later. Grade 2 is the maths one, teaching you about math. I only have the one path. This one goes up. It's gonna cost me a gem. This one would take me right through, but then I'm stuck in between two things. If I only get to go right or dead end, then I'm stuck. So I think I have to take a risk and go with the observatory. We're at 21 stars. That's the gems. That's the apple, and that's the extra steps. Getting the gems is great. 10 gems, so we're good on classroom in theory. If the layout can work in our favor. Hallway would be nice because then we can get in the foundation. Please don't have any security doors in there. Okay, let's go right first. If it's a classroom, please have it go north. Oh, you know what? I actually misunderstood this description. I thought it just said that you would get double the gems in the room, but it doubles the gems you own? That's huge, but it's kind of rare that I have 2 green rooms. More keys? Yeah, more keys. Still no code check. And alright, you can use the keys on the boxes, but not yet. We can use a gem, sure. There's a sledgehammer. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, then let's open this. Dice. Dice can help me. Extra coins. Okay. Walk-in closet will have 3 gems inside. Ah, it goes down. This one would allow me to go up. I think we can afford it, sure. This is the science one. That's the useless one. We get an apple. What's good is that for every classroom we get, we'll have more chances to... I guess that's how they balance it. Because I was like, it's kind of unlikely for you to be able to get all these classrooms in one day. But because the classrooms kind of stack the reroll effect, it makes it easier for you to actually be able to roll all 8 grades in one day. Okay. 39 steps. We don't have a lot of steps. It's the office. Oh no, don't give me the stuff for the... Don't give me the stuff for the chest thing. That's not what I'm doing right now. Wait, I have... King, Queen... I have the Knight. I have the Rook. I have them all. I could do the chest thing. Should I use my steps to go outside and do the chest thing? This is the first time it's actually happened. I think I kind of have to. It's gonna take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps to go outside. We would still have a few, but not that many. I feel like the classroom thing is easier to achieve than the chest thing, so I'm gonna do the chest thing now. Because I actually have all of them. Yeah. I don't even know if something will happen, but I just need to try. I just have to hope that I was right about how you solve this thing, and if not, then... No. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. So, to go in the chess room, I have to take the elevator. What's even gonna happen? I really don't know. Hopefully something good. See, it's when you don't want it to happen that it happens. It's what I said before. It's like, it's probably gonna happen like when I'm not even trying to, and that's exactly what happened today. I was just trying to get the classrooms, and I happened to get all the chess pieces. Let's just hope I have enough for all of them. I think I do. I think you just needed... Because I think you just needed one of each. Right? Okay, this should do it, so... This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. You're not gonna tell me what each one does? I mean, I guess if I had to choose, I would choose the... Maybe it's gonna tell me first. Gambit of the Queen. Each time you draft a room on the Queen side of your house, you lose 5 steps. Wait. Lose 5 steps? That's really risky. Add the armory to your draft pool. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Okay, so it's like a temporary thing. Banner of the King. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Interesting. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 coins the first time you enter chapel each day with this power. Okay, so it turns the chapel into something that gives you a lot of money. That's pretty nice. Resilience of the Rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corners of your house. Okay, so it's kind of related to the piece. I'm kind of hesitating between this one and like... I don't know what the armory does. This one is not so much like a permanent power, it's just... You get a new room, but you don't know what it does. So we're gonna have to do this Like 6 times in total to get every power. Oh shit, I thought there was something I was gonna have to do once. The armory. I don't know what the armory does. It's a yellow room? An armory. An armory. I mean, it's a place where you get weapons, but why would you need a weapon in this game? Maybe it just displays ancient weapons and you learn about like the history of the kingdom or something. This is basically just like finding a floor plan. Maybe one of the other powers would be more useful, but like I want to know what's in there. So, alright. You've accepted Mantle of the Night. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day. Oh wait, so you can only have one at a time? Oh, so only one can be active at a time. Mantle of the Night. Oh, I thought you were gonna get like a permanent upgrade every time you did this. Eventually you have them all. That's not as cool as what I thought. But then would I just lose the armory? Wait, is it added to my thing? We're still missing a room here. I guess this here is the armory because it's yellow. Alright, let's see if I still have time to do the classroom thing. Maybe we'll even see the armory today. Okay, so... you don't necessarily want to do the chest thing multiple times. Unless you want one of the other powers. I mean, the other ones do seem like they could be useful, you know, like the chapel. But this is the only one that actually gives you, like, access to something new, it seems, by giving you a new room. So, I don't know. I guess my main question is, do you lose the armory if you give up the power of the knight? We really don't have a lot of steps left to do our thing. I could go in the foundation this time. I'm really gonna need to get steps soon. Bedroom would give me, well, would only give me 2. Okay, now let's do the classroom. There's the maps. But I don't really care about the maps until I have the magnifying glass. I've already seen those. I need to be able to look at them in more detail. So we'll come back. Okay, so the maps are under... the maps are under the foundation. I took a note just in case I forget. First locked door. Boudoir would give me 3 apples. Apples are extra delicious today. This will give us a few more steps. Plus I get a gem in here. Plus we get the 10 steps. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good, but now I would need to get another classroom here, and I do have the dice. I feel like I should redraw. Well, do I want to waste a redraw on what's gonna be a dead end anyways? I should keep them for up there, probably. Well then, let me get the closet. Ooh, and we get the key card. That's really good. And the compass. Wait, so we did get extra item, even though it's not a bedroom, it's a boudoir, but it's still counted as a bedroom for this. Because this whole time I was thinking, unless it's literally called bedroom, then it's not gonna work. But no, it worked with the boudoir, so... Huh. I was wrong about how this place works. What I could do... I was gonna say, can I send this down without stepping inside? No, you have to step inside. Ah. Because then it could always be waiting for me down at the bottom. But no. They thought of that. Alright, we just have the one path. If I hadn't... The thing is, if I hadn't put the magnifying glass in the code check, I might have run into it by now. Let's get a little experiment going. For each bedroom you draft, set your steps to 40. That's kind of the only one that makes sense with today. Sure. Because we're going to be under 40, so it's just going to take us up to 40. Classroom. We might like curl into a dead end here though. I mean, I don't really have a choice. I'd rather go on this side than on the left. So it has to be this. This is this room with the pictures and the not a clue. Very funny. Still no magnifying glass. I'm gonna get all the classrooms like I wanted, but I won't have the magnifying glass to actually look at them. Courtyard. Courtyard will give me 2 doors. Or do I redraw? I have 7 redraws. I do kind of like this option. I wish it was taking me... Well, there's not that many rooms that will give me 3 doors. I think just getting this one is already kind of nice. But at some point, I might need to redraw until I have the... Ooh, look, it's the shovel. Until I get the code check. Lockpick and metal detector. Yes, I have this one already written down. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Ooh, lost and found again. Ah, but it curves the wrong direction. Whenever you enter this room, you will lose 1 random and... Ah, I don't want that. I'm gonna redraw. This would give me 3 gems. But this would give me another path. I think I'm fine on gems. Let me get the extra path. Okay, we're back to 40. Ah, there it is. Code check. Yes. Alright, things are going according to plan so far. Thank you. Before anything bad happens, it's kind of a detour, but I'm gonna go back to the classroom right away. It's because I'm nervous something might go wrong. You never know with this game and with my computer. A brick. A turnip. Another turnip. Oh. A lot of dig spots in here. An old tin can. Alright, let's take a proper look at these maps. The South Key. Showing the symbol, the North Circle. There's an eye at the center. They're holding boxes. Another box. Another box. 46 tall. 90 degrees. Rot. It's showing degrees, numbers. See the numbers, I couldn't, well, I guess I could have seen them by zooming in, but. The Sacred Circle. Towers. The Spiral of Stars. Does it never end? So they thought, what, that the planets were going around in a circle? And that's not a crazy theory. Seja, the Great Tress, Vera, Ashzei, Morajai. So far I'm not seeing anything like hidden that you couldn't have seen with the naked eye. It's just, it's easier to see like this. Costa Rica. Okay. And all these symbols, this might tell us what these symbols are, because they're not in the book. The Seeker of Signs. The Outer Circle. Oh, it's the name of, it's their names for the planets. Fenmora, Veia, Mamora, Doja, Mora. So they live on Earth just like us, but with different continents and like different names for the planets. Iseclips, Ineclips. Isles of Orsay. The Three of Tides. With a king. With the symbol for Orinda Aries. The Devoted Circle. The Rogue Moon. The Devoted Moon. Devoted Orbit 24 hours. Okay, this I could not have read. That's so small. All kinds of different people. What feels like religious imagery. Etsphere, Third Era. Orindia, Insei. Arch Aries. Orsay. Orinda Aries, Ejsei. Eraja. Nuance. Further nuance. So nuance is a place in this. Okay, so there was nothing I really needed the magnifying glass for. It's all stuff you can just read by looking at it, but from down here it's kind of hard to see the stuff at the top. And you can't zoom in to this version either, so I'm glad I got to saw it with the magnifying glass. And then we need to identify the realms. But it's missing one. There's 8 realms and only 7 slots. Oh, I also wanted to go back to the library. I'm also gonna do that now because I think I have enough steps. I don't think it was anything important. It was like something about a contest. Something that I probably won't ever be able to do. Eligibility. The Dead End Contest sweepstakes is open to legal residents of Fen Ares who are at least 12 years of age at the time of entry, employees of Drafting Strategy, its affiliates, subsidiaries, advertising and promotion agencies, and their immediate family members and/or those living in the same household of each are not eligible to participate in the sweepstakes. Entry. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead-end rooms drafted during that day will be counted toward the dead-end tally. If the dead-end tally exceeds the current record, 19, participant is considered a winner. The cash prize is an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold paid out to the winner of sweepstakes and a check equal to the prize amount. The trophy of sweepstakes has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. Please note the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the dead-end record. Check mailroom for prize delivery. Odds. The odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting, but best of luck regardless. That's pretty much what I expected it to say, but I still wanted to read it just in case. Alright. Let's get back to the classrooms. I don't see myself ever drafting 19 dead ends in one day. That's kind of crazy. I wonder how many people actually got this achievement. Sounds very hard to do. Same with drafting one room in each slot of the house. That sounds really difficult. Okay, so how many more classrooms can we draft? At this point we have 5. And there's 8 in total, if I'm not mistaken. So we only have this one path. We do have 2 dice. Courtyard would give us access to 2 doors. Let's do that. Metal detector. A worthless OTC. And a nail. Okay, let's get the right one and hope it leads us south. The gift shop again. Items for sale. Or we can redraw. Well, this one will take us down. Sure. Can we buy anything with these $22? You can buy the cursed coffers, which I don't actually want to buy. Can't buy this. Can't buy this. Can't buy any of this. Well, that's fine. I mostly wanted the doors anyways. I think now's the time. Well, if I redraw here, I won't get to redraw up there, where I have more chances to progress. But East Wing Hall can only be here. It doesn't matter. Let's do pantry. This is getting dangerous. Getting all 8 classrooms in one day is it's quite the challenge. Let's see if we can do it. Hallway doors are always unlocked for 2 gems. That's costing me too many gems. Corridor, always unlocked. See, the compass is not helping me right now. It's not giving me the classroom because it's not leading me north. So that's actually bad. There's another one. Here's the thing. Conservatory is also really good. I really want to see the armory, but we've already seen a few new rooms today. And like right now, I'm focused on the classroom thing. I don't think I should do the armory thing. I should stay focused on the classroom, and because we'll have other chances to get the armory in the future anyways. So the armory can wait another episode. Right now, let's just stay focused on our goal and just do the classroom. This was the history thing. And that's the highest we got, I think. And it's always the same. Yeah, and you can't look at it with the magnifying glass anyways. Three keys left. I'm going to redraw until I get another classroom. Yes. And then I have one more chance, which I think would be the last classroom. Grade 7. What's in grade 7? Algebra? Oh, this is also just for the billiard thing. Remember, don't square till you're there? This is just the billiard thing. I already know how to do this. You can really just kind of guess by trial and error in the billiard room. I mean, I'm glad that there's a clue somewhere in the game to teach you this, like it's good design. But you can... Oh, look. Oh, that's where I saw... This did look familiar. I was like, didn't I see an 8 sideways somewhere in this game? It was here. Is it like this in every classroom? Is this telling me that the picture in the gallery, it's an 8 and not an infinite symbol? Okay, well, now I'm all but guaranteed of getting the final grade here, right? I have a key. I have redraws. I have 9 redraws. Give me the last classroom. There it is. Ooh. Erajan vocabulary. Word, house, tree, gate, water, day, night, future. Early Erajan did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. Oh. I'm guessing that sentence that Herbert told us, that was in Erajan? Erajan affix pairings. First, small, toward, new, the start of, I, me, Last, large, away, old, the end of, a lack of myself. When paired with a verb can mean I will or I won't, similar to ul or lu. This is important information. Foreign language class. Ajlor ulgo nevdao. Learn Erajan. Acceptable. 5 out of 6. Ajlor nevlor ewam ovet. El swim nevdao. Riedel nai. Ven treiven. Man nevtrei. You should remember the Erajan terms for these. 4 out of 6. Also 4 out of 6. So that's what this... Do you actually get to speak this language? Because I hate when the music just stops suddenly. I feel like I'm about to crash or something. Okay. Like, we have seen a few words like this, I guess mostly underground, on the maps. Probably mostly on the map, right? So you can actually translate these words. Interesting, man. This goes really deep. Hey, we did it. We actually drafted every classroom in one day. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. We actually, not only did we do that, we even managed to do the chess thing. So this was a very, very productive episode, all things considered. We saw some new rooms. We learned a lot of new information. We're starting to figure out the Sanctum. We figured out some of the gallery. We found some new drafting plans. This might have been like one of the most productive episodes yet. Oh, look. It even shows that little symbol down there, showing that we have opened Orinda Aries' door. This this menu is really filling out, huh? Here you have the mantle. Here you've got the letters, your outer room, all your permanent additions. There might be something on the left here too, or like maybe all of this is for the doors. But you think this would be the first one because it's on the left? Wait, so... hang on. When he said... Ovin nevare is what he said in his letter, and it's what is written at the bottom there. What does that mean? Ovin nevare? Toward? Because in is not here. I guess it's like towards the end. It's like oven. O the end of, like oven. So toward the end. And then nevare would be like the start of the future. So it's like the end of the old and the beginning of the new. That's what it means. Ah. That is very fitting for when he told us that. Cool. Well, I am very happy to call it a day. This was a very productive episode. I can remove a few things from my list of objectives. I don't think we're gonna find any more safes. I am curious about that 7th letter, but I don't think it's gonna come in the form of a safe. So we're gonna remove that. I guess find 7th letter is still a thing. The chess puzzle, that's done. I mean, we can still do it, but... shortcut to the underground, that's done. Open foundation door, that's done. That is done. Find among the white trees. We're still looking for a way to make fire for the candle room. Mail room letters. The 8th angel points to our dream. I still want to know who has archive access to the network. Bring the magnifying glass to these. That's done. We still have to do the inner sanctum keys and combinations, but now I kind of know what it's about. We're looking for the microchip. Singular. We did get this weird mention of like special flowers in the green rooms. When you get 20 stars, I don't know what that meant. We have to buy out the full showroom, which is gonna take a while. Buy out the full gift shop, which will take a while. The dirt in the driveway thing for the experiment, I don't know what that was. I want to get back to room 46. Find the key to the ladyship's diary. I guess completing the Sanctum room is like part of the main thing, like open all Sanctum doors, plus input, the right combinations. And there's probably like a few other objectives that I'm forgetting, but these are the main ones that I'm remembering. I do still wish there was a new title screen and some like music on this screen. I hate that you don't get any music here. That's fine, I'll just add it in post. So yeah, great episode today. Can you imagine being one of the many people who dropped the playthrough a little early just because I wasn't like playing the game the way they wanted and like I wasn't praising the game enough? If they had just been a little more patient like you guys have been, they would have gotten to watch me get into all of this really cool stuff. Really get into the meat of this game and like all these mysteries that we have left to solve. There is still a lot for us left to do, but that's going to be in the next episode. So as always, I want to say a big thank you for having joined me today. I want to say thank you to my lovely patrons for their support. If you yourself would want to become one of these amazing patrons and get a full week of early access on these videos, well, check out my Patreon in the description below. But until then, I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it, and I will see you in the next episode for even more Blueprints. Oben Nevare.